Hey guys, what is up? It's Bibzuda7 here again, and welcome to a new series. This is going to be the first episode in my 10 mil Slayer loot series, Slayer tab loot, something like that. I haven't really decided on an official name yet. I might do something creative, or I might just go with a generic one, but we'll see. It'll be in the title if I have one, or maybe you guys could leave a suggestion down in the comments if you have a clever name you want to share. But the basic premise of this series is I'm just going to get 10 million Slayer experience and keep all the loot in the tab so I can see how much money I get from the 10 million experience. And I think this is going to be pretty cool because a lot of new Slayer updates have happened recently, including the Slayer VIP ticket, which I will go over in a little bit, as well as the new level 90 power gloves from Ascensions and Celestial Dragons. And just in general, since I got 99 Slayer, there have been a lot of Slayer changes that I haven't really gotten to experience. So I think this will be fun for me as well. And I know a lot of people like Slayer videos, just in general, like people that watch and skip videos enjoy Slayer videos. So I've had this 0 experience Slayer counter on my XP counters for a while. That was kind of a little teaser spoiler thing for this series, if any of you guys caught on to that. But yeah, as you guys can see down here, I am 15.23-ish mil Slayer experience, so I'm going to need to get just over 25 million for the end of the series, and I'm just going to have this counter up here, and that's going to keep track of it. Now all this stuff in my inventory is just my quick loadout for Slayer. I'm going to be banking whatever I don't need. Say I don't need my Bone Crusher or anything, I'll just bank them. So I think that's a pretty good loadout. That's most of the stuff I need. I don't know if I have a herbicide. If I don't, I'm gonna go ahead and buy one actually because I have enough tokens. And I also want to get the I want to get the Seedicide from the new minigame. So yeah, I currently have like 700 points or so from the new minigame. And I might buy like maybe 3 or 4 Slayer VIP tickets and then start saving up for the Seedicide. But I'm gonna have all the drops, as I said, accumulated in this tab right here, which is it's just going to be marked by this abyssal head and nothing else. And I'm also going to be keeping track of all the blue and crimson charms, but I'm not going to be picking up greens or golds. I'm just going to have my charming imp destroy those because those are not, they don't give much experience, they're not as good, and I'm not too interested in keeping those with me. I also have a lot of the Slayer masks. I have the mask of the White Worm for Ice Strike Worms. I have the one for Mutated Jadinkos. I have the one for Dark Beasts. And I also have the one for Abyssal Demons. And then I have 2 of these things that let you reset them after you get to the max. So I'm going to be using these pretty often probably. Definitely not every day because I just don't want to have to do the same tasks like every day, but I'm probably going to be using the Abyssal Demon one the most because that's a really good task, and the Dark Beast one maybe, although they are not very good for money, they're just good experience mostly, and maybe the Ice Strike Rooms if I feel like doing them. But yeah, I pretty much have all the Slayer masks, but those are the notable ones that I might actually use. Also, one condition coming along with this series. Well, there's a few. Whenever I get Steel Dragons, I must kill Celestial Dragons in order for the chance of getting the Hand Wraps or the Dragon Rider armor. Whenever I get Aviancies, I must go to Armadyl Gobbler's Dungeon. Whenever I get Greater Demons, I must go to Zamorak Gobbler's Dungeon. And whenever I get Black Dragons, I must go to Queen Black Dragon for all the kills. So those are the 3 the 3 or 4 conditions I just want to do. Oh, also Dagonoths I must do at Dagonoth Kings. I just want to have like the biggest possible chance of getting a massive amount of loot doing all bosses, because bosses are still pretty good Slayer experience, but the money they bring in is definitely really good to have. And I know my gear is not the best. I'm simply using War Priest armor. I have the highest level Slayer helmet that you can upgrade, my max cape, this thing that is like basically like a Fury. My Draugr weapons are going to be what I mainly am going to be using because those are the best weapons I have. And then I basically have War Priest in all my other slots, simply because War Priest is decent armor and it also doesn't degrade, which is very useful because a lot of the high level armors these days degrade. I could use Bandos, but I just don't feel like buying it. I'm also going to be wearing a Ring of Wealth most of the time when I am slaying, so just keep that in mind. And I'm not going to be using overloads mostly unless I go to bosses, because I don't have a lot of them and I don't feel they're necessary for many tasks. I think extreme potions will do me just fine. And I'm also going to be using Soul Split most of the time, as well as yakking back as much stuff as I can. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole idea for the series. My first task I currently have actually is Abyssal Demons, so I'm going to go do that, and I think I might do a price check after every task of all the loot, maybe, or I might do a price check of all the loot from all the tasks I did in the video at the end of the video. I'm not really sure. This is open to suggestion from you guys. You can leave it down in the comments below. Let me know what you think, as well as give me any ideas for anything else you might want me to do during the series. As well, if you could give me an idea for maybe a name if I don't have one already in the title. Other than that, guys, I will see you after my Abyssal Demons task, or if I get something, then I'll start recording as well. See you guys then. Okay, so I have completed my first task of Abyssal Demons. I banked all of the ashes with my yak and everything. So yeah, it took kind of a long time, but still, I got all this loot. And I have Law Runes and Blood Runes in my bank already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the GE for like 20k each, so they aren't like messed up. The Blood Runes I'll be able to store in the tab once I finish the Barrows Beast, but I think the Law Runes, I'm either going to have to write them down or keep doing the GE thing, because I don't really have any way of storing them, because I want to use my own Law Runes for teleporting. One other thing I forgot to mention at the beginning is I am not going to skip any tasks. I'm not allowed to skip a single task on this series, so that's pretty significant. I also got one Ferocious Ring on this task. So yeah, if I get a crap task, I still got to do it, which is going to make it a little bit tougher, but also make it a little bit more realistic. Plus, I want to save up my reward points for something. Hold on. I want to save up my reward points for, I think it's in here. First this thing, I need that, and then I also need this for, it's like for comp or trim or something. So, yeah, I am going to be not skipping any tasks. So, I think I'm going to start using the Slayer VIP tickets after this next task, whatever it ends up being, probably. So that'll help me a little bit, and that minigame is free to do, so anybody can do it, so that's not really a restricting factor or anything. It's just a benefit I have. So let's get our second task, Living Rock Creatures. Okay, that's not so bad. It could have been worse, but I don't know what I want to do for the loot from every task. I don't know if I want to show you guys the loot. I don't know if I should price check it all. I don't know if I should do anything. I think I'm going to, at the very least, maybe show the tab at the end of each episode. I'll probably do anywhere from 5 to 10 tasks in an episode, and then I'll just show you guys the tab at the end. Let's quickly bank all this stuff. As you guys can see, here's all the stuff I got. I actually have loop halves in my Barrows tab as well, so I'm going to do something about that. But yeah, we're gonna start stockpiling up the loot. I think I don't have any of this stuff in my bank. I checked a little bit ago, so yep, I think that's everything I want to put in there, because I have Law Runes and Blood Runes in there, and I can put in the Ferocious Ring. I started with 17 Ferocious Rings as well, by the way, so see how many of those I get. I'm gonna have to get rid of these Dragon Bones and stuff. But yeah, this is the humble beginnings of the 10 mil Slayer loot tab. We got 54k experience on that task, and yeah. So I might start price checking the loot after every task. I'm not really sure. It'd be helpful for you guys to leave a lot of feedback down in the comments, because this is the first episode, so I'd like to see what you guys want me to do. But I'm gonna go do the Living Rock Creatures task, and I will see you guys after that. Alright guys, so switching over to post commentary here now. We are at the Living Rock Creatures for our next task. and it was going pretty okay. I mean, I don't really like this task. It takes a while, not the best XP, and these things are just kind of annoying in general. No good drops to look forward to or anything. Also, I chose not to mine the bodies because that takes so much more time, and it would like make this task take like 3 or 4 hours as opposed to like 30 or 40 minutes. I decided to record, like, this is just like the last 10 or so of the task. I'd record it. I recorded it just to get a little bit of footage of me doing the task, just to show it off. So yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do for every task as well. Even if I don't get a good drop, I'm going to just record the last 10 or so kills in order to just show off a little bit of the task, and to make the video a little longer and make it a little bit more interesting. So yep, that's pretty much what I'm gonna do. But I mean, everything that I've done in this video is open to suggestion. This is the first episode, so I need a lot of feedback from you guys on what I should do for the series, what I should change, what I shouldn't change. I could add some things. Whatever you guys want, just leave it in the comments, and I'll do my best to implement anything you guys would like to see during this series. So yeah, hope I can accommodate to everybody in the comments. But as you guys see, we just finished the task. It's actually my 520th in a row. Pretty dang cool, I think. And there's the loot. You can see it. I don't think I price checked it at all, but it's probably not worth much. It's just a bunch of stuff. But we're here at Curdell again for our next task, third one, and we can choose between Tizhars and Iron Dragons. I'm obviously going to pick Iron Dragons because that keeps my Slayer token, and it's a better task overall. I wouldn't want to do Tizhars to begin with because they are so annoying. There's no good loot, and I didn't want to kill Jad or anything. So yeah, here I am killing the Iron Dragons. I was struggling a bit for inventory space because my yak kept saying it couldn't yak any more stuff back at the end, so I think I end up pausing it again after this because I kept getting like rune limbs at the very end. As you guys see, I just got another set of rune limbs, so I was getting pretty annoyed because I kept getting loot that I couldn't yak back because my yak was out of special bar. So I skipped a little bit there. I just sort of stood around and waited for my yak to be ready, and then I yacked back a bunch of stuff so I could have more room for the rest of the loot. I've been having that problem a lot lately. I might start bringing some magic notepaper because I have some from the key hunter or the treasure hunter thing, so might start bringing that to the abyssal demons and the dragons and stuff, because it seems like I kill them too fast so that my yak is not unable to recharge quick enough. But that is the task complete, so we were going to head back to Curdell now to get our next one. This is actually number 4. And we get to choose between Dagonauts and Greater Demons. So it was basically, which boss do I want to do? I decided to go with Greater Demons because I didn't really feel like going to Dagonath Kings. So I will see you guys when we get to Zami. We're going to be doing I did the entire task in one trip, so it was pretty cool. And you guys will get to see what loot I'm able to get there. So I'll see you guys at the Zamorak God Wars Dungeon. Alright, so here we are at the Zami God Wars Dungeon. Just going to be showing off a few kills of the boss here, just like right when I started the trip, basically. I did this trip over a few days because I would just tally out with the altar and log off for a little bit. So, but I did it all in one trip, the 167 Greater Demon kills for the task. Took 6 overloads, ended up leaving with about half of a flask left, I think. So yeah, it was pretty good. I was happy I could do it in one trip. I didn't really need food, and I had still a full yak of super restores because of the ones that he drops from, when you kill him. I still had a full yak of those left afterwards, so it was good. And I did have an empty money pouch when I came here, so I had an accurate coin count going through the whole trip. So yeah. And as you guys can see right here, I managed to pick up a hilt, so that was pretty funny. Kind of a troll, really, a drop here at Zami, especially because it's like the rarest one. But it's always cool just to get a hilt solo and just see it on the ground, just to get a hilt, because it's rare and stuff. And as you can see, I almost was dead here because he yarded me twice that kill, but I got my butterfly off at the end, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, it was pretty cool to pick up that hilt. It was pretty early on in the trip. As you guys can see, my KC is only 40, so it was cool to pick that up, and yeah, made me pretty motivated to get the rest of the kills. I went ahead and did a quick screenshot there, so that was why that was what that was for. But in for the price check, as you guys can probably expect, it's only 2 mil, not too good, but of course, because it's not as much as some of the armor that you can get, the subjugation, but still, it was really cool to pick that up. And next thing I got here was an elite clue, so that was cool. I'm actually going to be doing that in the next episode, and I'll explain why a little bit later. But yeah, I was really happy to pick that up, because whenever I come to God Wars Dungeon, I always hope to get an elite clue, because they're pretty common from these guys. I actually got that one from the boss himself, but they're pretty common from the minions as well, so it's always nice to pick one up, and I really do like doing them, so I'm looking forward to doing that at the beginning of the next episode. Right here, I actually got a War Priest of Zamorak cape from the minion, which I thought I'd show, because that's actually pretty rare if you didn't buy it from the event when it actually happened, which I did not do. So yeah, I thought it was a little thing I'd like to just show that off. It's not worth anything. It's untradeable. It's just, you know, the hybrid armor, and it's pretty cool to pick that up. And right here from the boss, I managed to get a key token, so I thought I'd show that, and I'll show you guys what I get from the spin as well. But yeah, it was pretty cool. This is actually going to be the last task I do on this episode. Only 4. I'm going to do 6 in the next episode to make a total of 10. But the reason for that is because this weekend is the double Slayer XP weekend thing, or whatever, 50% more XP. And I don't want to do this on that weekend because it'll skew the XP I get per task and stuff. I managed to get a small prismatic star, by the way, if you didn't see. And this is actually the last kill, so I thought I would just record it, and I finished the task right there. But yeah, as I was saying, this is the double Slayer XP loot weekend thing, and I don't want to have it skew the drops I get and like the XP per task, because obviously you don't get double Slayer XP all the time. So I'm not going to be doing any this weekend, and I wanted to get this video out before the weekend is over so I can get some feedback from you guys and just show off the new series. And everything like that. So we're going to go in for a price check here. As you guys see, I got 650k in just cash, and then all the other stuff as well. Plus, you got to add in the Infernal Ashes. I banked all the ashes from all the minions the entire time I was there. So that was like a lot of it. I have like over 500 in my bank from the Abyssal Demons, and this comes out to about 2.8 mil plus the hilt and the ashes. So it made me some pretty good money. But we're going to get another task here, and it is actually going to end up being Dark Beast. I get the choice between Fire Giants and Dark Beast. Obviously going to pick the Dark Beast because Fire Giants are terrible. No good loot, no good charms, no good anything. But that's going to be the task to start off the next video, because it is currently that double XP weekend thing. So I don't want to be doing Slayer to skew the XP or anything like that. But in this first episode, we got 320k XP in 4 tasks, and we're going to be doing 6 more in the next episode. Leave your feedback down below. Let me know what I can change, add, do whatever, and how I can make the series better in any way. Also, like and favorite if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe for future videos, and I will see you guys next time. As I said, bear with me in these coming weeks as I am a little bit busy studying for finals and wrapping up my school year. But once I go home on May the 14th, I will be pumping out videos, probably back up to 1 a day, if not more than 1 a day. And I will also be continuing the Barrows Beast, of course. I just haven't had time to edit or anything during this busy time. So just bear with me. And once the summer rolls around, videos will be pumping out, and you guys will be able to enjoy them. But other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.